Duke of House Vastal, was always said to be an eccentric.
Проксить нельзя, Саид.
Collector with an interest in shape.
Ну да.
He was patron of many excavations in Iskander, the last one performed right below his own castle. With his lands left deserted, the caverns below the fortress are as enigmatic as they are dangerous. Isamo Tahar could not have picked a better hiding spot.
Что, погнали?
Blazes, did you hear that?
Must be the troubles you mentioned, Carpal.
Whatever it is, it plays into our hands. They won't hear us coming.
У нас только герои.
Commander.
О, зомбаки какие-то. Weapons and abilities, strike, pierce, magical RC. Что они там еще? Здесь спирт, damage cannot be resist. Ага. Glossary. Ну, понятно, в принципе, все.
Блять. Ну,
ты говори, когда ты хочешь хилять. О, тут что-то лицо. Камня. Выше чуть-чуть.
Да, вижу.
Это литерали я.
We're clear. Sir, do you think this is Tahar's doing? Necromancy?
Possible. He's a black mage and he has plenty of material to work with down here.
That way? All right.
А тут подняться можно.
Oh, this will be fun. For the crown!
Ревенант Арчер. Так, вот тут лестница есть.
Бля, мы точно не в Диабло играем?
Ну, как тебе сказать? SpellForce изначально это литерали Диабло со стратегией. Так что это комбинация двух жанров. Ой, там какой-то горящий пердак ходит. Dead Mage. Это лук, который мы находили еще в прошлой миссии.
Надеюсь, там можно их продавать как-то.
В принципе, да. Еще какой-то лут. Это у нас Great X. Мне нравится, когда я смотрю на другой край карты и нажимаю Attack Move, то слышно очень издалека, очень приглушенное такое боевой крик. Будто ты реально в другой части пещеры находишься.
После этой миссии мне надо будет отбежать на минутку.
Окей. Какой-то большой мужик. Revenant Knight. Так, ящик. В ящике Plate Mail Helm.
Этот звук открывающейся двери.
Да. Очень знакомый звук.
Что-то мужика вообще отсутствующая так спид, как для лучника. Ой, бля. Че он говно взорвался?
Open the portal now and kill the rest.
Give me a moment, will you?
Commander,
Так, у меня пол хп. Можешь хилку кинуть? Ба. Ау. Был одним отбежать, но не получилось. Pebbles and stones, разве and dissolve. Some kind of protective magic. Cast by the Harsh Mages.
you got it.
Могу еще раз
Fair enough.
хильнуть. У меня все равно фулл мана.
Счастье.
А, ты
Ring
просто
of
останови.
Purification.
Это на что кольцо?
А, это защита от магии.
Ну, это какому-то танку, наверное. Ты, кстати, на тильду менять эти закладки спеллов.
Ага.
Я себе уже выставил разведку на другое, типа боевые будут на другом.
Ага. У меня не так много из тех спелов, на самом-то деле.
Не, ну ты по прокачке, у тебя их будет побольше.
Да-да. И когда героев больше.
Будет больше героев?
Скорее всего. Но я полностью игру не проходил, но там есть моменты, когда героев довольно много.
Да.
Oh shit. What the heck is that?
Doesn't matter.
Это Fire Голем.
For the queen!
Он что-то кастует.
Kill it, goddammit.
А,
He's getting away.
он горящий пердак накастовал. Нифига.
Inside, now.
Fine.
Погнали.
What the? Stop him!
Бля.
Упс.
Is just the beginning.
F.
No!
Я только начал ее качать.
Классический трюк с телепортами.
Anselm,
Sir?
get a healer in here to take care of your sister.
She's dead, sir.
And get a mage. Maybe he can track where that portal led. Wait,
General?
what?
I think this one is still alive.
Wonderful. A treacherous traitor. Remove that sack. I believe explanations are in order.
8 years have passed.
Oh, yes, это им скип.
Betray your father,
Ага.
Tahar. He tried to set an example by executing you and the other conspirators in front of his followers,
Да, теперь у нас герой будет другой.
and took you under his wing. Despite the Mage Wars being over, disquieting developments are taking place, backed by the common folk. A cult called the Purity of Light has risen to power, and is orchestrating a witch hunt of mages.
Ну и правильно делаю. Так, ну теперь можно создать себе героя. А ты себе создаешь или тут только я создаю героя?
У меня нихуя нет. Хотя могу крутить.
А ты видишь, как я меняю портрет, например?
Да.
Какого героя создаю?
Я хз. Под тебя героя, может мне дадут второго создать?
Нет, просто я помню, что тут по коопу, по идее, должен быть один мейн-герой, которым управляет плеер один. А по другие герои распределяются с вторым. Но этот портрет уже был.
Да. Просто учитывая, что я не знаю, какие другие герои, надо взять что-то, типа, чего бы нам не хватало. Но если там перекрывают все основные способности, то хз.
А, кстати, можно еще женщину сделать.
Ну, мой выбор по поводу этого ты прекрасно знаешь.
Да-да.
Always
Вопрос
has
только
been.
какую.
Здорово,
Сейчас
Холли.
будем одно видео создавать персонажа. Можно взять рыжую.
Ну, красные волосы, заебись. Только на модельке они что-то не отображаются, капа.
Ну да.
Ну, там, походу, надо выбирать вот это вот все штуки. Там же ж слева боди, head, haircut, вот это вот все говно.
Так. Классно выбрать. Soldier, Mage, Visitor, Keeper. Keepers combine defensive techniques and melee attacks and white magic. Battle Mage. Swashbuckler. Mental and white. Что, есть какие-то предпочтения?
Ну, смотри, если мы будем дальше делиться типа на ближний и дальний, то вот по сути и ты будешь контролировать твоего перса, то по сути под ближний надо что-то делать.
Угу. Тогда Keeper или Инквизитор.
Визитор звучит круто. Правда, я
Ну
не
да.
знаю, что оно дает.
Оно
Бруталити,
дает-
дисциплину, Black Magic. А почему Инквизитор Black
И
Magic?
Leadership.
Ну, лидершип у всех.
А,
Это локнуто.
У Кипера White Magic. Кипер это буквально то же самое, только не Black, а Magic.
Просто интересно. Ну, типа, светлую магию видел, там хилка, луч света, вот это вот говно. Темное я не видел.
Вот, ясно. У нас 3 боди, просто женщина побольше, поменьше и совсем смол. Ну ладно. Раз уж у нас милишная инквизитор, то пусть будет женщина-качок.
Ну, как раз создашь персонажа, перед тем, как обсать нажать, я отойду на пару минут.
Угу. Это, в принципе, можешь сейчас отойти. Я пока потыкаю.
Ну, кстати, да. Пойду померяю.
Haircut. О, вообще лысую сделать. Ладно. Косичка, в принципе, пойдет. Accessories нельзя делать почему-то. Так, hair color. У нас рыжая, то должна быть рыжая. Что из этого выглядит? Ага, во. У нас тут потемнее чуть-чуть. Во. Skin color. Разнообразие, конечно, есть. Всегда хотел быть фиолетовым. Или оранжевым. Как будто морковки объелась. Что из этого всего больше подходит под ее портрет? Какой-то такой, наверное. Так, теперь атрибуты. Естественно, интеллекта игра ей дает минимум. Понимаю. Но в основном сила Constitution, то в принципе справедливо. Ага, тут можно еще сделать превью скиллов. Так, и надо придумать имя. Чат, какое ей дать имя? Ну, скиллы выглядят, кстати, неплохо, если довольно сильно вкачаться в одну из сторон. Toggle Equipment ничего не делает. Кстати, раса доступна только Human. Обидно. Нельзя сделать бабу Дворфа.
Конечно, с мертвым чатиком.
Типа того, да. Так, ну я вроде бы натыкал. Какое имя дать? Или тебе похуй?
Да, пофиг, наверное. Дефолтно я называю Кируки, типа. Но последним временем я в всяких тестах называл просто Ви.
Ви.
Ну, типа как в Киберпанке персонаж. Нет, не такое Ви.
Can we get much higher?
Invalid name. Сайрудот. Звучит, как будто бы мы Протус.
Возможно. Кстати, такое разнообразие скин-колоров. Можно быть фиолетовым.
А.
Или из Симпсов. Так. Ладно, поехали тогда. Вроде больше ничего менять не надо.
Post is creating a character. Please wait. Одежду ей хоть дайте. И мотоцикл.
Кстати, там была кнопка типа Toggle Equipment. Я так понимаю, чтобы посмотреть, как она выглядит в эквипменте, но она ничего не делает.
Так. Бля, красиво.
Ага.
Nortander, the cradle of human civilization. We know war. It has been at our side for millennia, coming and going with the indifference of the tides. Our most recent sprouted from rebellion.
А почему у тебя только один меч?
A mage by the name of Isamu Tahar gathered the noble houses behind him.
Но один сломался, второй потерялся. Чё, когда-то Movie Ball сделает фильм по этой игре?
Arcane fires burnt towns to ashes. Abominations ravaged the battlefields. Men and women were torn apart with a snap of a finger. Only a sacrifice by our queen achieved what none had thought possible. An end to the slaughter. Mage War was over, the crown had won, and a ban on magic was enacted. Now the people once more believe that their suffering has come to an end. They hope. They dream. But the tides don't change.
Ебать, он не заметил.
Ну, невнимательный чувак. А у трупа стелс прокачан.
Когда ты трупно прокинул стелс на
The
20-ку.
float through their halls like fireflies in a misty swamp. While some of them are pleasant, most of them are not. Save for your friend Bertrand, your comrades shunned you, and your promotion into the ranks of the Wolf Guard did not make things any better. Can you blame them? After all, you are the child of Isamo Tahar, the man they have spent the past 8 years fighting.
Hey, Tahar, wake up! What in blazes is wrong with you?
Я даже вчерашний шторм не разбудил.
Угу.
Bertrand, why did you wake me?
Let me think. Because you just woke the entire barracks with your screaming. Not the best way to make an impression on the new recruits, don't you think? It was that dream again, wasn't it? The nightmare.
Yes.
Look, I know I've said this before, but you did the right thing back then. Your father, he was a great man. Defying him was the only sane thing to do.
Так.
It wasn't the dream about the cave. It was the one I've been having since I was a child.
That one. Well, what can I say? You're one tormented soul, my friend. But probably that's why we get along so well.
Yeah, probably.
But still, sometimes I can't help but feel that you still feel guilty about betraying Asamo. Just don't, all right? You did the right thing.
Not everyone.
Well, then they are fools. All they want is a scapegoat, and you, as Asamo Tahar's child, are the best one they got their hands on. Honestly, you shouldn't need me to remind you about. Can't just allow mages to run around using their powers as they please. Plain and simple. Those mages the Purity branded, they chose their own fate. They were criminals and murderers.
I'm a mage too. Oof.
Were they?
You're talking about that woman. Yes, they made a mistake, but come on. All the evidence suggested that she killed that merchant. It's tragic, and it must never happen again. But I can't really blame the judges. And also, the law was never perfect to begin with, but it's better than having no law at all.
I'm a mage. What if one day they decide that I'm a defiler too?
Come on, don't be ridiculous. You're a battle mage of the Royal Army, of the Wolf Guard, for heck's sake. You use your powers for the greater good, unlike the ones who are being sentenced.
Corporal Tahar? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb.
What is it?
Lord Marshal Angar and General Noria have requested your presence. You and Corporal Carpel are to report to them in the Hall of War as soon as possible.
What's it about?
I'm not in a position to tell.
All right then. Shall we go together, Tahar? I've been meaning to stretch my legs anyway.
Sure. Thank you, boy. You can leave.
Of course.
Boy.
Corporal Tahar? Corporal Carpel?
You should put some clothes on first.
Oh, really?
Да зачем?
Thanks for reminding me.
Мне кажется, и так норм. Нифига, там не только одежда. Там еще пушки и 1000 золота.
Еще золото, это хорошо.
Ready? Then let's go. I'm ready.
Так. Ну, топор.
Of course.
Зачем? Чтобы рубить.
прилетел в ебло.
Ну, погнали. Где-то луты еще интересные есть? Вроде бы нет.
Must gather.
Конфирм.
No city of Northander evokes as much awe as Greyfell and its guardian keep, the seat of the crown. Built into the Hibernian ruins that once crowned King's Mountain, its walls and towers were made to withstand every foe and army, from the great Orcish horde to a swarm of dragons. It was here that the Mage Wars came to an end, after an unknown rebel warned the crown of your father's planned attack. You remember the battle that followed all too well. Though many soldiers were honored for their bravery, no amount of medals will make you forget the widow's cries at the funeral pyres.
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Come on, Tahar. Let's head to the North Tower.
А тут что-то валяется.
Ебать, а чё так 5 FPS? Вот в этом
Ну,
переходе.
Знаю, может потому что тут красиво.
Осуждаю красоту.
Quite the view, isn't it? Just doesn't get old. Still hard to believe that some 1,000 years ago, somebody actually built this place.
О, казнь.
May the light have mercy on you.
Ауч.
There she goes. No more magic.
Мне телепортнуло сюда.
I still can't believe the Lord Marshal is allowing them to do this in Greykeep. Weren't they an underground movement just some moons ago?
They were. Things changed quickly, it seems.
Who was she?
No idea. She might have been with the rebels the army recently took out near Windwall. They still haven't given up. By all that can be said about your father, he certainly had his followers. They're like weeds. Whenever you think you've gotten them all, you find a new patch eating away the seeds somewhere.
Let's move on.
Sure.
Sure. Эта игра любит текст, однако.
Who are you?
Ну, экспозиция.
Just 2 soldiers. We saw the branding. Impressive work.
Брендинг.
What do you want?
Could you tell me more about the purity of light? About your faith?
Я прочитал не фейф, а фетиш.
You're a seeker.
Of course.
Ну, где-то так и есть.
Maybe.
Interesting. Well, I will do my best to answer your questions.
What's your problem with mages?
We don't have a problem with mages. We have a problem with defilers.
What's the difference?
Well, a mage is someone who has the ability to tap into the power the All-Father Aeonir used to create the universe. It's a burden, and we are well aware of how some mages suffer. However, having that ability by itself is not a sin. Using it is. Man should not have that power, regardless of stature or morality.
But that's what defilers do. They have no humility. They recklessly indulge in their magic and use it for their own purposes. Asamo Tahar is the best example. He showed the world how foul and dangerous uncontrolled magic can be.
But can't magic also be used for good?
It's not about good or bad, it's about humility. Man was never meant to use magic, and the disregard of this fact is what made the world the violent, corrupted place that it is. So yes, magic can heal as much as it can kill, but that does not change that we are not allowed to meddle with it. We are not gods, soldier, we are men, and until we know our place again, Aeonir will not return.
This woman, what did she do?
That one? She was one of Asamo Tahar's rebels. They hid in wind walls, but the royal army took out their camp. She summoned a beast that tore apart 13 soldiers before they finally pinned her down. It's good that the mask put an end to her right away.
Do you have some kind of leader? Your movement originated in Greyfell, correct?
Movement. I don't think you quite understand who we are, soldier. But I have faith that you will soon enough. Regarding your first question, yes, we do. Harbinger of Light, or Rondar Lacane, as his worldly name is known. He is out of the city at the moment, but if you want a chance to hear his sermons yourself, he will return to Greykeep 1 or 2 days from now.
What exactly do you believe in? I've been told the purity of light renounces the Guardians. Is that true?
Renounce? No. The Guardian...
Чё?
Could you tell me
Алло.
more about...
Oh.
Я нажал на мужика и перебила
Well,
разговор.
I will do my best.
What exactly do you...
Renounce?
What do you mean by they left?
Well, they were only temporary to begin with. Aeonir created them to tend to our world as long as mankind is corrupted. But now he wants to return to our world. The Guardians have gone back to their slumber.
Aeonir wants to return?
Yes, Aeonir will return to this world. 12 moons ago, the Harbinger of Light, our leader, had visions where the
Я все равно не могу нормально воспринимать слово Харбриджер после
He
Mass
said that
Effect.
after all the suffering we, his creation, had to endure,
Мне прям сразу
the time has
флешбэк.
come to bring peace again. He will reveal himself to us, and will make this world one of freedom, peace, and equality again.
And why hasn't he returned yet?
Well, that's the reason we're here. Aeonir also told the Harbinger something else, that he will only return once mankind has become pure again.
Pure?
Yes, free of the wrong faith, free of defilers. That's our mission. And once we've succeeded, the Harbinger will open the gate so that Aeonir can step through.
Звучит как сюжет нового Final Fantasy.
Бля.
Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll be going.
Certainly. Aeonir's light guide your path, soldier.
Даня.
Мы еще можем какое-то посвящение посмотреть.
Ну, это, скорее всего, вон то, что верхняя правая синяя на карте. Aeonir's Justice.
Don't talk about the Fight Club. Кек, отсылочки. Зачем мне
Ох,
сержант
задрил
Дрель?
сержант.
Да, зачем мне сержант Дрейли?
Ну, чтобы бурить небеса. Must gather your hero party.
Yes.
У меня, кстати, 3 ability поинта надо куда-то вкинуть. Я могу прокачать себе бруталити.
Look at that. The fabled Wolf Guard has arrived. Always good to see some friendly faces.
Sergeant Esme?
Always so stern, Bertrand. What do you need? Some early morning practice?
Why not? What do you think, Tahar?
Давай.
Well, I guess I could do with some practice.
Good. Then get in the ring.
Enter the pit.
Brandon, Ronan, come here.
Я даже еще не
See these two
прокачался.
over there? You'll fight them.
But they're Wolfguard.
Correct. I've seen you two train, and you won't last a second out in the field. Time for you to get some real practice.
But
Get in the ring.
as you command.
Quite the dragon, isn't she? Let's go easy on them, Tahar.
Like a dragon?
All right, lads, here we go again. Show the corporal what you're made of.
Даже обилок пока нет.
На нахуй.
You won, all right? I yield. I said I yield, damn it.
That's a lot of blood.
All right, corporal. I think they've
That's a lot of damage.
Well done, lads. Now get back to the barracks and have someone see to those wounds, all right?
Poor sods.
The sergeant is right. If they're going to survive out there, they need proper training. In other words, we did them a favor.
One way to see it.
А за это опыт отдадут?
Должны.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, Good work.
Not
Those
candy.
pals aren't without talent, but they're far too spoiled by these walls. Hang on a moment. Here. I've heard talk about a new mission, and something tells me it's the reason the Lord Marshal wants to see you. And I guess you could use these.
A friendly gesture.
He's
I
nuts.
almost forgot how that felt.
Don't be so
Подки
dramatic.
дала.
So, what do you say? Tired already? My boys could do with more real combat like that.
What do you think, Tahar?
Yes, why not? I could use some more practice.
Great. Let's make it more of a challenge this time. Get in the ring. You there! Yes, you, wolf guards! Get your asses over here!
Are you talking to us, Sergeant?
I am. I want you to fight Corporal Tahar and Carpal.
And just when did we become your recruits?
You're not. But my recruits need to see some real combat. And a fight between 5 brethren of the Wolf Guard would be quite the show.
Один из них будет драться сам с собой.
Да.
We'll fight.
But
Get in the ring.
On your
Ансельм.
marks, and fight!
Pray tell. Orders?
А ты выстрелишь, блядь, или нет?
Pray tell.
For the crown!
О,
Кстати, у меня есть еще 4-я ветка, называется Leadership. Это, наверное, только у главного героя есть такое.
да-да-да.
Возможно, я буду больше туда качаться.
Stop, that's enough! What are you trying to do for heck's sake?
Cheating.
Get yourself killed? This is practice and Tahar beat you. You might not be my unit, but this is my ring. Get out of there!
Боже, какой
This isn't
буллинг.
over, Tahar. I swear it.
Снозуб на мою
That's
жопу.
it. Now again, remember, eyes locked onto your opponents.
Understood.
Blazes. That guy fought as if he wanted to kill you. Aren't you Wolf Guard soldiers supposed to be, I don't know, friends?
Хе.
We are. I've no idea what got into him.
Maybe, nonsense. Never mind.
What is it?
Just a stupid thought. Forget about him.
Да так и скажи, меня все ненавидят.
Bertrand, tell me.
Знаешь, прикольно было бы, если бы я мог сопротивляться.
Anger from that night when we freed you, but as I told you, Anselm was there, together with his sister. Your father, he killed her. Judging by the look on Anselm's face, he hates your guts. So maybe,
You think he's blaming me for her death?
Да?
I don't know, maybe.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. But anyway, it's just an assumption. I might be completely wrong.
Anyway,
I was your sex
here,
slave.
you should take this as an apology. It was a stupid idea to have you fight each other. I'd suggest another round, but I suppose you've had enough by now.
Это
And the
фласки.
Marshal's waiting for you.
Who would we fight?
Well, to be honest, I don't think there's much point in having you beat more recruits. But seeing you fight has reminded me that lately, I haven't had.
Ой, блядь.
You wanna fight us?
I.
2 versus 1.
You don't count, Bertrand.
Very funny.
Come on, let's not overthink this. Let's get in the ring. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it, lads. Keep
Тебя хоть
at it.
похилили?
Ну, я сам похилился, пока мы говорили.
А.
Good. Then let's dance. Ready, Tahar?
Lance Vance Dance.
Recruits, ready your weapons.
На, на.
Be a moment, will you?
Прострелил ей колено.
All right.
Ну и плюс левелап.
This is enough.
Ей.
The years have really taken their toll on me. This would have gone down differently some years ago.
Да-да-да. Да.
That's what they all say.
Sod off, Carpal. Jokes aside, thanks for the practice. That was a damn good fight. Let's just hope seeing their sergeant in the dust like this doesn't make the recruits act all cocky again.
Well, if it does, you'll be there to show them their place.
I guess. Anyway, you should go see the marshal now. Good luck, you two. Stay safe.
Ачивку дадут?
No,
Ой, там
За
плавал.
это есть ачивка?
Fireballs
Ну, не знаю, это было бы логично, типа, ты потратил свое время на тебе ачивку. Учитывая, что в игре сколько? 100 с хуем ачивок?
А, кстати, нам дали select one item. Или амулет, или фокус.
Она ты можешь
Ну,
селектить.
пусть будет амулет.
Кстати, на статую можно нажать. А, что, магазин нашел?
Да. Но тут ничего особо интересного, как я посмотрю. Корбуф Викининг. Ну, мы можем продать то, что нам не нужно. Хотя нам не то чтобы сильно сейчас деньги нужны были.
Так, а ну, у тебя ебальник побитый?
Не. Так тут же реген есть.
Я хотел проверить, работает ли эта хилка. А,
У тебя скилл?
да. А ну на меня могу кидать, а могу ли я кидать на тебя? Да. Окей.
Few people know the story behind the impressive hall, with its gilded pillars and domed roof. It was constructed in 6542 by King Arif Eilith as a monument to his greatness. Arif was known for his cruelty and decadence. When after a fight, his equally disliked brother attempted to kill him, Arif fled all the way to the top.
Мне нравится, как озвучиватель даже не попытался произнести имя брата.
Sword in hand followed. A fight ensued in which both of them were fatally wounded. Ever since, the hall has stood as a symbol for justice.
This isn't the Hall of War. You know that, don't you?
No, Bertrand, I forgot. But I want to see this trial you were talking about.
Well, it's probably already started. Let's go take a look.
Бля, там походу кого-то отпиздили.
А там еще ящик есть, который можно залутать.
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnenmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
Мы ее спасем, да?
Сомневаюсь.
That's tough.
Да не говори. Так, ящик лутать.
Их можно.
What do you make of this?
I don't know. She might be speaking the truth, or she might be lying. But it's 2 witnesses against her word, so I guess the sentence
Что-то
was only fair.
Pathfinding немного обсирается.
Who was that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was
The Iron
Martha
Mask, how does it
Leonider,
work?
the only surviving member of House Leonider.
Сейчас бы книги
All of her
читать.
sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elf said about Aeonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent
О,
followers
еще
of
один
the
амулет.
Purity. Probably also
От
one of
тебе
the
можно.
reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown.
Ты амулет нашел?
Там есть какой-то у нас в инвентаре. Или это только у меня?
А, ну это нам дали за прошлую миссию. Ну, заеквіпають.
Ну, тут можно поговорить и с этой, с Леонидиаром, и с эмиссарем Таиса. Не будем говорить?
А где поговорить?
Ну, я говорю, что тут можно с...
Ну, давай попробуем.
Пока интересно, что они говорят.
The betrayer's child. So they still haven't thrown you into a dungeon, have they? What's your problem?
My problem? Maybe that Isamu Tahar's child is allowed to run around the keep and wear the Nortanda badge like none of what your father did ever happened.
I risked my life to help Nortander, and my father wanted to kill me for it. You're aware of that, right?
That's what you'd like people to believe, isn't it? Well, here's what I think really happened. You saw that you couldn't escape with your father when the Wolf Guard came to get you. So, you decided to play traitor instead.
Знаешь, варианты выбора, блять, помогите.
Да.
Primitive words, spoken by a primitive person. I expected no less.
А ну стой,
I'll make
примитивный.
sure you see the light one day, Tahar. Trust me, I will.
Понятно, кибербублинг.
Ну, тебя мы убьем отдельно.
И обоссым.
Yes? Who? Wait. You are Corporal Tahar, aren't you? The betrayer's child.
I have a name, you know.
I suppose you do. In any case, is there something you need? I have business to attend to.
Who are you? I haven't seen you in Greykeep before.
That is very possible, since I have only just arrived. I'm Caspar Taris, servant of the light and Lord Angar's appointed judge, to trial all these who refuse to abide by the new laws.
So the purity is creating the laws now?
No, we only aid Lord Angar in enforcing them.
What did this woman do?
She killed 3 soldiers of the Nortander army, though I am not certain how this concerns you.
Who was the witness? That blonde woman?
You are jesting, are you not?
That was Lady Amaria, head of the royal house Leonider. I can't believe you don't know that.
I try to stay out of politics as much as possible.
She's also a faithful follower of the light. Refreshing to see the corporals of the Nortander army are so well informed.
I'll be off.
Ну, все. Ну, погнали теперь на мейн-квест.
Interesting.
Алафвар.
Все еще не могу решить, куда я хочу в первую очередь качаться. Личная проблема РПГшек.
Если понимать скоп, до чего можно докачаться, там 1-2 ветки до конца или не хватит, учитывая лидерство.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky,
Можно
stands
было
the
подумать
great
еще.
tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War. Orders? You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
Компот.
Будешь продолжать?
Нет.
Yes.
Ну, отлично, поговорили. Так, я вижу тут ящик. Даже 2.
Let's
Mage Notes Vision. Окей, что расскажешь?
Can you not see I am busy? Did the Lord Marshal send you?
No, he didn't.
Then move along, will you? I'm working with dangerous substances.
Come on, Tahar. Let's leave him be.
Ставим ему пчелу.
Я что-то поднял, но я что-то не вижу ничего.
Какая-нибудь хилка была.
Pray tell. Understood.
Mage's Note. Quest item.
Ну, может, кто-то его попросит. Можно побегать, посмотреть, что тут еще есть.
Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Так, ну вправо нельзя пройти.
No. I just... Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
Тут какой-то проходик есть снизу.
Of course.
Тут ган.
Я Discord проживал, и я услышал, ну, ган, это такой миниган? Или...
Не, я сказал нифига. Нифиган. Окей. Ладно, пошли говорить уже с этим маршалом of this parts.
Мы просто заходим, а он такой, иха!
Заходим, он такой, howdy boys. My name is Jim Raynor.
Politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason. Once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
О, есть что лутать.
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time, and what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Greythorn next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it, but for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed. Tahar, get over here. We don't have all day.
Ну?
Ебать у Сентенза имеете
Lord
knockdown.
Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza? Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
То говорят, что это один из лучших соус-лайков, капа.
Secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure, and there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this blood burn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine has shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
How delightful.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occur at random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you were suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the courses of the plague. We have scholars set on that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentenza?
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell,
Не, ну тебе-то похуй, ведьмаки не заразны.
will make the mage wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
Отличный план.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
If the bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we go into contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the Bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
Ну, заебись.
What is it?
Meet me. What? You've been briefed.
Я думаю, что-то
Они нас
рассказать.
посылают нафиг.
Они хотят побыть вдвоем, понимаю.
Understood.
Кстати, я прокачал себе Shield Bash, но у меня нет щита.
Это...
Надо будет с этим что-то сделать.
That's sad. Стоп, секунду, а что там? Бля, ладно.
Я что-то хотел посмотреть.
Там был какой-то проходик, но я не знаю, куда он ведет. Справа сверху. Или это тут было? А нет, это тут было. Ладно.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Your mom.
Corporal and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn.
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Nope.
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you.
Of course.
Тут какой-то проходик есть.
Где?
Тут можно пинги как-то делать?
Хороший вопрос.
А, это Underground, окей.
Tahar, that's the cellar, not the war room. You know that, right?
I was just wondering why it
Что-то
looks
меня
as if it hasn't
пулишь.
been open for years. Isn't that where they store some provisions in case of a siege?
А, стоп, нам надо уже выпить?
You'll have to ask the quartermaster about that.
Окей. А ну выпей зелье. Leave Grey Keep. Ладно.
То есть мы сейчас выпили за 2 часа, но мы сказали, что завтра на рассвете собираемся?
Да, что-то нелогично. Ну, работаем ножками.
Что за new points of interest? Дун-дун-дун-дун-дун.
Красивое, однако, место. На высоких настройках было бы еще лучше.
Да иду.
Присоединяйся по телефону.
There you are. Ready?
Давайте голову наружу.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
О, там какой-то реворд был, но я не успел его забрать. Сука.
Дан-дан-дан, та-да-дан, та-да-дан.